Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your in-depth readings, my friend. So please, it's a free-flowing intuitive reading, so please take it as it resonates, okay? So the first overall energy we got hog, zebra, hummingbird, and deer. I'm using animal spirit this time. Um, Capricorn. Let me see. No, okay, let it be. I really feel like after a lot of really practically thinking after spend ample amount of time to really judging your situation, where you are in life, what strategic move, because with the hawk I'm getting a very strategic approach towards your current situation or your past situation, or something that you wanted to solve, or something that big thing that you kind of want to bring out of this situation, whatever it is. You spend ample amount of time to really look at, you kind of detached yourself from this just to see the overall bigger picture objectively. You did everything in order to strategize, like be very positively calculative about this approach, and you have been doing that for quite a while. And through this process you are actually becoming somebody that is little different than you are. It's almost like you are through this process, but that was not your intention to begin with, but it kind of turn into something that is very fruitful to you. You kind of got to know a different version of yourself through this process of strategizing, through this process of like slowing down, through this process of really being objective and not get too entangled with the situation that in hand. And you kind of you know recognizing or unleashing or different, a different aura, a different colors of you. And that's really very encouraging for you. With the hummingbird, it makes you feel very good, even though it's almost like accidental bonus that you got through this process. It makes you feel very good. You feel lot more optimistic. You feel you are ready to share. You feel that you are ready to step into something that has something to do with bring things into the public eye. So there is that kind of, and but you are feeling encouraged, you are feeling supported from within and from outside. So there is a very harmonical kind of atmosphere that has created through this process of strategizing and being objective to your situation. And then the deer, I really feel like that is a part of you. Is there is through this process you feel like some of the things that you have primarily known, previously kind of, defined who you are, like your community, like your family values, your cultural values, or something that was very enrooted within you, and it has supported you and it is still supporting you. But with this new version that is coming out of you, sometimes you feel that maybe you are losing control, or losing, not losing, letting it lose your old values, and that sometimes create a sense of loss within you, a sense of melancholy, a sense of a little bit of, like longing for that control again. But you know that the way you are evolving, that control might not be advised to get back on in that, in the same way. But you are understanding that. But through this process you will, oh my god, hold on, these people are, I don't know, I'm very sensitive with sound, and somebody is talking with their speaker on right next to my, hold on. Okay, I cannot be that sensitive, right? People have their lives. See, this is the control, like Is it a control? It's like something, our old habits, something, the way we respond to our immediate. Okay, that person is really really loud right now. I'm sorry, I'm not being dramatic here. You might not, this is, same thing with the deer, like the similar kind of energy, like something that you are very accustomed to it, but with your new understanding, with your new way of looking at things, it does not always allow you to be that controlling. Like, like thing, I understand that people have a life. I don't live only here, so there are other people, so of course I need to be open to that. But again, my, core, I kind of like silence. I kind of like, just leave me alone kind of attitude. So that's the conflict here. So it's the same thing here with the deer. It's like you feel like maybe, sometimes that is that kind of feels like a little bit of sense of loss. But okay, so that's where your overall energy is. Let's see, get into this nitty gritty of this reading. So we have this Ace of Wands in reverse, we have Two of Cups, on top of that we have Five of Wands. um because it has Two of Cups, so automatically I'm feeling it has something to do with the partnership, relationship, connection that is intricate to you. Hold on. But there is, obviously, you have whatever the connection was or is, there is a lot of, you don't you there is an ideological difference, value system difference, and the difference in such a way that it hardly bring you two together. It always feels like, it's like always like same, everybody's trying to hit this thing, beehive, but everybody's eyes are closed, so they are just throwing these wands in the air. And one that is the person who actually can see, he's inactive, like he's like a passive, he's just enjoying the chaos but not really doing anything to put it in order. So he's an audience. So it's like, like your a part of you really see where is the problem is, and how this problem can be reconciled, like the differences in ideology, differences in value. But there is nothing that you can do, because in order to really bring this thing together, you need to either change your ideology, or they have to change their ideology. So there is a flexibility involved, and I feel like part of you already know that kind of flexibility is something that you cannot do. So you passively looking that this is collapsing, the connection is collapsing, but there is nothing that you can do, because Ace of Wands in reverse, there is nothing that you can do in order to save this Two of Cups in reverse. Because this, this conflict is not just, oh, I'm just gonna change a little bit of my behavior, or I'm just gonna change a little bit the way I speak or way I dress. It's not about something that is minute, it's about something that is very intricate to your own personality and how you perceive yourself. So in order to really solve this conflict, you have to change yourself drastically. And you are, with the deer, it feels like that when you try to change that, it feels like a part of it is very drastically lost, and you feel this void within you. So you prefer to evolve rather than revolve. You know what I mean? Like, you are changing with the zebra. So it's not that you are obstinate, you are too reluctant to, like, no, 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 no change for me. No, you are changing, but you don't, that kind of, in order to change your whole value system, is something feels like identity crisis for you. And so you are looking at this conflict that happening between these two people, you and other person, other situation. But there is nothing you can do to really save it, like save this. But you have tried with the Hierophant in reverse. I'm getting that is a Taurian energy. I'm getting that you try to get rid of, you are kind of person who are tied with a lot of cultural values and traditional family traditional, and you realize over the period of time that some of them maybe does not really perform well in our given society and the time and space that we are living. So there is a lot of, like, you let go of lot of faith and lot of structural foundation that has held you once very tightly, because you had this with the two of wands on top of it. I really feel like even though you felt that you were still grounded with a lot of family culture, the things that you truly value in relationship, the things that you truly value, they may sound a little bit traditional to others, but it's actually very, very foundational for you. So you, even though you kind of stayed grounded with that, but you wanted to, what, I'm gonna be flexible on that. So you kind of let go of certain understanding of how, family could be, and how two-person can, what kind of role, that role playing. Most of our relationship is very role based, whether it's a gender based, whether it's within the gender, even the same sex relationship, there is a gender play sometimes, come in hand, like come into play. So you try to get away from that kind of role play in a relationship, because that was something that is very common for you. Like, like, even though it's not like I'm saying that, like, a male figure will do things, female figure will do that. I'm not saying there explicitly you expect that, but there is an expectation of certain role play, um, certain attributes within a relationship that kind of gives you a sense of security. Okay, I know that I need to do this. If I don't know what are my responsibility, then I don't know how to perform them. And if I don't perform what my responsibility, then I don't feel worthy of this relationship, and I don't feel that I'm contributing enough, and that is really emotionally unsatisfactory to me. So because of that, I need to know what are my responsibilities. And when you lay down those responsibilities, kind of fall under this role play. Okay, you are this, so you will do this. You are this, you will do this. But you are kind of try to get away from this kind of structure which is separate, but you try to bring it together and kind of being more cohesive, organic, and natural. With the two of wands, you are like, okay, even though I'm tired with this, my what I feel is valuable in connection, but I'm ready to fly as well. I'm ready to mix it up a little bit. So you had been stretching your expansion in that way. So then we got okay, let me get another card on five of hierophant, like hierophant. Yeah, magician. See, you wanted to bring a different kind of, or different reality to it, a different tonality to this structure. So there is a manifestation. You have been learning through it. That's why the zebra came out. There is a new part of you. You are not the same person as you were before this connection. Let me tell you that. Maybe, there are a lot of layers has been unrevealed of yours, and you have been manifesting, you have been growing in that sense. So let's go to, then we have the Six of Pentacles over Page of Swords. This is a very tricky energy here. Not tricky per se. I feel like at some point with the Page of Swords, I feel like there is a, I don't know, this is a different kind of energy. It's not a relationship related, it is a more of a your personal thing. I feel like through this process, somehow, Capricorn, you became a little bit overconfident. I know it all kind of energy with the Page of Swords with a huge sword. Like, I'm sorry, don't mind this phrase, but it's like says empty vessels sound much. You felt like no matter what you knew through this process, it became all of a sudden you know more than most of the people. All of a sudden you holding the torch, you are representing your generation, that kind of feeling inside you. Something happened that has increased that kind of belief that you all of a sudden know something, that with the Six of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, there is like a almost like a this leader kind of energy I'm getting. You felt like that you need to be more. There is a generosity there, but the generosity, origin of this generosity is coming from, I know more, so I need to share. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a little bit of, it is a little bit of superiority complex. Look at this. you know or other people are on their knees learning. Look at this, it's like a submission. So you really, there is a ego, inflation of ego happened here. I'm not necessarily sure why that happened. Let's get more cards on this. I'm gonna use this. Look that, who came? Devo. Hi, hi. Something happened here that you felt that you, because maybe you never thought that you can change. The moment you felt like you are changing, you are bending, you are, new zebra is always very unique, so you started feeling like, I don't know, something, maybe something, whatever it is good, but your perception of it is a little boasted, and that is kind of holding you back from truly achieving something, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse at the end. Let's get more on Devil. Your instinctual understanding of the things, whatever it is that you feel like you are master of, your instinctual understanding of that field or that particular knowledge is quite prominent. But the thing is, you, that prominence, that instinctual understanding, you kind of amp it up by tenfold. Let's say, you know what I mean? Like, you feel, whatever you feel is like a one of a kind in the whole world. And I'm not saying that whatever you're doing is not special. It is, but it's, you kind of amp it up by multifold, which is unnecessary, and it's holding you back from truly achieve something, because there is I know it all kind of energy I'm getting here. Like, you need to follow me, you need to respect me, you need to bow down on me. If I say so, that is it. Even though there is no support what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying, so you must admit to that, submit to that. There is a certain sense of very bossy energy I'm getting, Capricorn. And Capricorn, if you're, I'm not going to sugarcoat, if you have a lot of Capricorn in it, it's very easy for you to be bossy if you're not mindful about that. So when you are bossy, you are actually in a huge ego trip. It's not really helpful for nobody involved. Um, let's get another card on Devil. Look at that. I mean, I just say bossy and the Emperor came in. Yes, there is something, there is, like, I can do this, I can conquer the world. You feel like you have something that will change the world, you will conquer the world, and it's actually very boasted. It's almost like, it's like a super ego projection. I'm just giving, I know maybe you will absolutely hate me after this reading. You will do whatever you need to do, or maybe you will never come back, but that's fine. I'm just saying what it is, okay? I'm holding the mirror, sweetheart. Um, with the Emperor, I really feel like you really feel like that you have an upper hold over people or something like that. So please, 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 um, from a real caring standpoint, I'm saying that you might need to reconsider where you are. Don't get into this ego trip in such a way that you forget who you truly are. That's not going to be helpful. You have some kind of special knowledge here, I can see that, but it's now, it's like, it's not about that knowledge anymore. Now you are in a completely ego trip here. Okay, all right, I'm going to leave from this energy. I'm going to move into this with the Two of Swords in reverse. Ah, yeah. Yeah, you feel like there is no sense of like two of swords means in reverse, like, I really feel like that you feel when there is no doubt. Doubt is a good thing. When there is no sense of doubt in whatever we do, that means we feel like whatever we are doing, it's absolutely the thing we need to do all the time. So there is a almost like a God complex. Doubt is very good. Doubt is, it ground us to see other perspective, that there are other people involved, other perspectives are active. So now think about it through these differences and come up with something which beneficial for everybody. That is like two of swords, because that is the moon in Libra card. Libra is always relational, always looking for not only just for themselves but what is fair for others. But two of swords in reverse, I feel like you really feel like whatever you do, there is no sense of doubt, there is no question. No question should be asked towards your intention. No question should be asked. But then the page of pain and these all these things is actually that what you wanted to do. You wanted to do something, you wanted to build something, you wanted to bring some kind of change. Your intention was initially was very noble, like you wanted to bring something that is beautiful and unique to the world. But now you kind of got hold on to this ego trip in such a way that page of pentacle, you don't know how to bring this thing really ground it in the reality anymore. With the on top of the world is, it feels like everything is, there is a certain sense of highly ego I'm getting even with the world. I got it like that kind of. Usually I never get this energy from world. World is always very calming and inclusive energy, but today I'm getting like, I got it, I am the one, I am the boss. It's all about who has the more power, who screams the most, has the most power. There is a certain sense of little bit of aggressive and violent energy within this ego trip that you are going through, Capricorn. What happening, like, maybe there is a little bit of slow down on your own journey a little bit if you really want to, because all these things, look at this, all these things happening, it's ultimately what you want to build something with the page of pentacles is not happening. That is not ultimately what you really want to do, because this is all ego inside you. Nobody knows about all this. Maybe if they interact with you, they can feel that you are feeling that boasted ego kind of way. But in actuality, you are Capricorn. You do things. You are a cardinal energy in earth. Until and unless you do things, until and unless it is tangible, people can use it, you can use it, there is a direct contribution in the material world, those kind of ego trip is absolutely non-existent. But what you truly want to do with the page of pentacles in reverse, that is not happening. So Capricorn, yeah, if you connect with this, don't be angry, it just take a moment to really reflect on it, and you may be able to actually build what you actually want to bring it to the world, and that's going to be beautiful. All right, Capricorn, I will leave it there. I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.